This is Sebastian Vendel Martinez for Fight Club Rush, here with top-ranked UFC lightweight Guram, the Georgian Viking Kutateladze, here in Stockholm, Sweden for FCR 19. Always a pleasure having the Georgian Viking around, especially at such a big event for FCR. How do you feel being around these shows where you kind of started your career?
I started my career long before FCR.
You're not that old, buddy.
Yeah, it's nice to be here. Always, you know, it's a very high quality, high performance event, you know, organization, and having good fighters, upcoming fighters, and yeah, future stars, you know. So it's nice to be a part of it. At this moment, I'm just a teammate, and yeah, maybe a little bit of coach, you know, and just helping around some teammates and guys, you know, friends. So it's nice to be here.
And like you said, when you started off your career, okay, now we're going to show our age because it was probably 10, 12 years ago, something like that. But then shows in Sweden, the production wasn't as big, you know, it was small shows, small productions. You were lucky if you could get a stream, and now look at this, UFC Fight Pass, quality hotel, friends, you know, by the Big Friends Arena. What's it like for you to see it from sort of, you've been from the grassroots and now you've seen the Swedish MMA scene blossom into something fantastic. What's it like to see as a fighter?
Of course, if we take a Swedish scene, you know, I'm in Sweden around like 12 years, 11, 12 years, and this is a big progress, you know. This is an enormous development, you know, for the country itself, for all the martial artists, for all the athletes. This is like this opportunity, you know, that we did not had before, you know, and I'm talking about Swedish scene 12 years ago, and there have been guys, you know, long before that. But my career started 26 years ago, brother. Don't forget
8 years old.
Don't forget that. So. Yeah, but this is an enormous opportunity for the guys, you know, to be seen, like in the beginning of their career, to be seen on UFC Fight Pass, etc., and to be part of professional event. So they have to use it, you know, they have to use it smart, they have to, build their names and build their records.
And you've built your record to something quite fantastic. Obviously, now you're in the UFC. And I got to touch on the last fight against Elvis Brenner. I mean, obviously not the result that you or, you know, the Swedish fans wanted, but a banger of a fight. You really gave the fans their money's worth. I mean, the result is unfortunate, but can you still take some sort of pride in the performance itself? That, you know, you had a strong beginning to that fight, things were going well, it ended up changing, but you still put on a good performance. Can you still take some happiness in that?
Yeah, my fights are always highlight reel. So yes, it's always. Yeah, it's always a lot of things happening, you know, but this is sport, this is part of the game, and that's, yeah, it's a hard pillow, you know, to swallow, but that's the way it is. So just have to chew it good, you know, swallow it and move on forward, you know, learn on the mistakes, and on towards the next one, you know. I'm on my way, you know. I have a goal, I have a dream, you know, and I'm going towards it, you know, and I know that nothing in reality can stop me. You have to really like kill me, you know, to just to stop me. So until I'm breathing, you know, I'm good to go. I'm coming for the belt, you know. That's what I'm doing.
And obviously, I know you probably can't reveal too much, but I mean, fans want to see you again. Do you think they'll be able to see you soon? Maybe this year, at least?
Very soon. Yes, and very soon you will be able to hear the date and the place and the opponent too.
All right, there you have it. Stay tuned for some exciting stuff. And like you said, you're here as a teammate and coach for Guram Kutateladze. Obviously, that sort of Georgian experience you have has taken you very far and is helping you with others. And I gotta ask about it. Speaking of Georgians, history made as the first ever Georgian UFC champion, was crowned. Ilia Topuria, you were there as well. It was a lovely moment to see you greet him outside of a cage. Can you put that into words, what it was like to see him conquer the odds and knock out the fighter that many people saw as one of the pound-for-pound greats?
He has imagined and he have seen it so many times, as me knowing personally Ilya, and his brother Alex. It's something that they have been imagining it, and it was reality for them. It's I don't think, of course, it's a shock in whatever case, because Volkanovski, he's one of the greatest. He was pound for pound the best fighter in the world. So knock such a person out, in the second round that nobody in reality have done, in his weight class. Yeah. So this was amazing experience, and all the Georgians and of course Spain, but now I'm talking for Georgians. People congratulate each other the victory of this belt as a New Year, as a Christmas. They just walk around in the streets and tell each other congratulations, congrats, and this is amazing to see. This is amazing to, it's honestly, this is like being on top of the world, because this is the biggest achievement you can get and credit you can get in martial arts sport, Yeah. It's like winning a FIFA trophy, at Worlds in football,
Like a Georgian MMA Christmas.
Something like that. So this was a really fantastic and unforgettable experience we had, that moment. And again, this is just the beginning.
And if you look at it in kind of like an analytical perspective, who in the featherweight division do you think will be the toughest test for him as champion?
For now, nobody, I think.
I see here some people say Movsar Evloev could give him problems.
He will knock him out. What he can do, Movsar. All the respect to Movsar. I like really this guy. And he is... our countries are really good friends, I can tell you that. But he cannot wrestle him, he cannot out-grapple him, and stand up, we already know what Ilya does with people, with his boxing, Yeah. So, this is just facts, and that's what I really think from the bottom of my heart. And we'll see, this is not something I'm planning. This is UFC and Dana and Hunter and all these guys that are involved, and Ilya's management and he himself that decide all these things. So we will see what's gonna happen in the future. And about Baysangur, I didn't have Baysangur t-shirt today, but I have this Boyshar Chechenian warrior on me today. So I wanted, to represent, have something, some clothes of him, but I didn't really find.
They're both Chechen warriors, right?
Yes, they are both Chechen warriors. So he's gonna represent them tomorrow, and he's very well prepared.
Well, yeah, let's talk about that a little bit. I mean, Makaev becoming one of the hottest prospects in Sweden right now. 3-1. He's riding a nice winning streak. Had a tough start to his pro career, but I think it says a lot more about a fighter, how they handle defeat and tough things, and because everyone can handle a win, right? Everyone loves to win, no issues. How do you handle a loss? That says a lot about a person, about a man, about an athlete. And he has handled it like a champion, coming back stronger than ever. Now tomorrow he's facing a big star in Erik Varulén. Could you speak to the development that Makaev has made as a fighter from when he first started out as an amateur until now?
First of all, excuse me. Brother, go out. Close the door after you, please.
I didn't see we had spies in the room.
I know, I've seen. Thank you. Okay. His development, to say the truth, is escalated in like rocket speed, you know. A guy who came to the gym, you know, and growing in a society of superstars, like, you know, Ilir was there at the time, Alex was there at the time, Reza was active at the time, and all these guys were there, you know, they were active, you know. Me and Hamzat was there also, you know, who were like coming into it, you know, into UFC, etc., etc. And he, you know, his development since day one when he come to the gym, and now, you know, it's escalated pretty fast. And about his defeat, you know, again, this is a sport, you know, and this is a part of the game, and you have two choices: or you give up and quit training or competing, or you just have to get better and swallow this hard pill, you know, and move on forward, you know, and just get ready again, work on your mistakes, get on the cage, and they love to say smash, you know, smash the next opponent, and that's what he does, you know, and he's pretty good at it. So tomorrow we will see in the cage, you know, with the God's will, he gonna do everything as he imagined, as he have been planning and training for. So I think he gonna make it's gonna be a good night for him. It's gonna be a good performance from him, and but tonight it's a weight cut, and you know how it is. It's the shittiest part of it, you know, of the fight game. But it's okay. We're ready for it. It's easy to fix.
He is tough as nails. I think everybody knows that. Weight cut sucks, like you said, but I think he can handle it. He's handled worse things in life. And obviously, like you said, anything can happen in MMA. You know, the craziest things you can't imagine. But based on, you know, what you've seen, how you've been training with him, what's your prediction for the fight tomorrow? Or on Saturday, sorry.
I know Eric pretty well too. You know, he's a friend of mine, you know. We had some good times too, you know, and we've been training for a long time together at All Stars before, at the old gym. But we will see, you know. I know Eric is a very good grappler. I don't know his development in stand-up game at the moment, because I have not seen him for a long time. But as I know Baysangur, he developed very much, you know, and on the ground, and in wrestling and cage, wall work, and his striking is on a different level too. So I wish luck to both of the fighters, and let the strongest win. But again, my perspective and my view on this, and staying, you know, like realistic, and looking at the facts, I think Baysangur gonna do his job tomorrow. So we will see.
I think the odds makers maybe agree with you a little bit. They, you know, based on what we've seen so far, and hey, that's a great way of selling that fight. That's better than I could have hyped it up for sure. That being said,
it's gonna be interesting, because both of them are, you know, grapplers and the wrestlers, and they love to do this. I think it's gonna be probably a lot of scrambles, or a lot of swinging. We will see, you know, so let's see.
Any way you cut it, that sounds like an exciting fight. So don't take my word for it. Listen to UFC lightweight Guram Kutateladze. Tune in for FCR 19 tomorrow, only on UFC Fight Pass. Guram, always a pleasure. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.